I don't even know. I'm not even sure. I should make a list. This is not okay. I need to make a list. Okay. So nice here. We have our windows open. It's awesome. That was not on the list. I just took that break to make a list and then went off. Whatever. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Yesterday. Didn't make my daily vlog. Sorry. My phone was acting up, so I couldn't take pictures. One. Two, I went on to a concert, well, like a live show, like, because it wasn't really a concert, it was a show, in a little bitty bar. It was totally adorable. But I went, I had to drive like 2 hours to get there. It was crazy, but it was such a cute place. I'd totally go back. Went and saw Dax Riggs, who I heart, like, infinitively, whatever, a lot. And, love him. He used to sing with Acid Bath, and then can't remember. Now he's just Dax Riggs with his little people playing, and he's awesome. He's got the sexiest, smoothest voice. He's amazing, and I totally got to meet him, and that was awesome. And yeah, he's got such a good energy. He's so fun. Oh, it was so cool. And it was just really neat and really a good time. Now, um, I winded up being out to like, oh God, like, was it 5 o'clock, babe? Like around 5 o'clock in the morning, which is retarded. Like, I am not too old. Like, 30 is not old, but where I'm at in my life with kids and a family, not conducive. It's just not okay. I am so tired. I feel like a zombie. Um, that's okay though. Okay. So, let let's now go to the weigh-in. I weighed in week 52, which, let's talk about that real quick. I guess that makes us a year, but I went to my first official Weight Watchers meeting on May 22nd, 2010, which is next Sunday. Yeah. So next week's weigh-in is what I'm going to call, because I weigh in on Saturday, so it will be like exactly a year. That's what I'm going to do my like big year video. Because I was trying to figure that out. I'm like 52 weeks, but the next week, whatever. It just was kind of bananas in my head. So I counted down to week 52, and then that's not even the week I want to use. Because I thought that this was the 5K weekend, like the whole actual one. I don't know. I got confused. So anyway, week 52 weigh-in, I'm up a pound. Bam. So you see, I do gain sometimes. Not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. One of the things that I have been able to deal with, like any little gain here and there, is that one, it's like feedback is feedback, and I just take it and analyze it and change the next week. But also, I am 100%, like, I can up that ante. I am like 1,000% positive that I didn't eat enough calories to gain a pound. That's a true story. um, there are a couple of things. Let's look. Okay, that I could attribute this to. If it's an actual gain, and I mean that because last week I had a really goofy big loss, so there's a possibility that maybe that was like a fluke on the scale, whatever. Um, and there's also a possibility that this could be a fluke on the scale. I mean, it's a Weight Watchers scale, but it's a traveling scale, which I've talked about before. But one, I don't normally on nights before the weigh-in, I don't eat or drink anything after like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I was up all night last night, and I drank water all night last night. So, that water, and I had chocolate like at 2 or 3 in the morning because I was driving and I was like, I'm about to fall asleep. I need to wake up, and that's what was available. Not the best circumstances, but I did count the calories, so I'm on it. And you know what? It works, so that's good. Okay, so there's a possibility that that kind of played into like me not being as empty as I normally am. I worked out 5 times last week, which is pretty insane. Ran twice, Zumba 3 times. So I'm not really sweating that. Like, not only did I not eat enough calories, but I burned the hell out of calories. That's not an issue. A big one, and this is a flag, and I know this. I'm not a big drinker anyway. I stopped partying it up quite a while ago. But I drank alcohol this past weekend at my mom's at a Mother's Day event, and not a lot. I didn't get messy. I had like 1 4-ounce margarita, but I tell you, those things always, I don't know. Like, if I drink, that's it. It's crazy. I think there's probably been, like, over the past year, would you say 8 to 10 times I've drank something? That's kind of high. Maybe six different occasions where I've drank, like, alcohol, and of them, 3 of them I didn't lose the next week. So, not really concerned, like I said. The second thing is, or the third or fourth, I'm tired. I told you, see? Sleep. Sleep and stress. Sleep and stress. Let's do that. I have not been sleeping well. I get kind of creepy in my head, and I have anxiety out of this world sometimes, and, one of the things that's really on my mind a lot is that the river is rising. And, I know they're going to open the spillway and we're supposed to be fine here, but it's like, they're taking so long, and the levees are not strong enough, and it's like, what's going to happen? Like, it's just, when you look at, like, the map and the technicalities of everything, it should be open already. And my babies stay in my parish in school all day, and I go to another parish to go to work. And I'm like, oh my God, if a levee should break, if the river would flood us and I'm not even there, it's like on my mind. And at night, it's like when I go to lay down, that's it. It's in my head. And then there's a lot of other stuff about the world, and then there's the flip side to the river flooding. Like, somebody's getting flooded. Like, that's the reality. And I know it's wreaking havoc all over the world. Not the real world, but like the America world up and down the river. But, like, for us here, having rebuilt after Katrina and everything, it's just really hard to know that while you breathe a sigh of relief, somebody else is about to lose everything. And life just kind of sucks that way sometimes, but to know that it's a controlled situation, even though you know they built in a spill, whatever. But it's just a rough situation, and I feel for that, and it's on my mind. And then there's other world stuff that's on my mind, and it's just like I can't sleep. Like I don't get like I lay down to sleep, and then my brain starts going. So watch TV to try to be like retarded. That usually doesn't work. So maybe I'll play on the computer or I'll read. And I don't require 8 hours like most people, but I do require like 5 or 6, and I'm not getting it. So I know sleep can equal like your body being whacked and your hormones being messed up. So that's one. Stress. I am very stressed out. We're transitioning. Our family is transitioning to a new schedule. We're working towards big family goals. There's just a lot going on right now, and even though I know it's going to be okay, and I trust my wife to take care of us, and I know that we're making the right decisions for our family, it's just stressful. So I think that could have something to do with it. Moving forward. Oh, and you know what else? I played with my calories last week. I still did not, I'm going to stress this again, I did not consume enough calories to not only maintain but gain a pound. But I did play with my calories, so the loss would have been smaller anyway mathematically. Instead of going for a 2 pound loss, I went for like a 1.25 or whatever. This week, I'm not really concerned on the loss itself. I just need a more structured plan. I'm going with 1,100 calories all week long. Um, if it looks like I need more food, or if I do an extraordinary amount of workout, that's fine. I might go to 250 calories over. But for the most part, 1,100 calories across the board. I am gonna relax on working out. I'm gonna jog/run my 5Ks and do. I know Monday night Zumba and maybe even Wednesday, but I'm not positive. I need to practice that dance. So, but I have the 5K this weekend. So by Wednesday, I want to be done working out. So I can take Thursday, Friday. No, by Thursday, I want to be done working out. So I can take Friday and Saturday off and then run on Sunday. Yeah, and it's important to take it easy because it's been rough lately, and like I just told my wife, like I think I'm having a flare up or something because things are starting to hurt. Like, but you know what? I have to say, I had a month, and I haven't had months of feeling awesome in a long, long, long time. So I had months, but it's just that things are starting, like joints and bones and body parts are starting to ache and hurt, and I'm going slower and I'm uncomfortable. So I'm trying not to push myself too much. I just want to stay active, to stay healthy, and to stay on track. And that is where I'm at.